Hello lads, I'm your man Glyte, and welcome back to Junkrat Spam Spots. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new map that was just added yesterday, Eichenwalde, Reinhardt's Castle. Truly majestic it is, but it's also good for Junkrat, so leaping immediately into the first point, you want to be spamming through here, changing your angle, jumping around, just causing AoE explosion death right down here, because this arch is unfeasible to hold. It's going to fall in maybe 20 or 30 seconds, and this side are the places you really want to be holding. So when they manage to make it through the arch with perhaps you picking up a few thousand damage on the way in, you can fall back here, continue attacking the push, and when it's threatening to spill over onto the point, come down here and just continue spamming. Right, that's about all there is to say for the first point. Moving on to the second. Now this second location is rather exposed. Flanks are very open to any potential Genjis or Reapers that come around the sides, but it keeps you out of sight while you attack the arch, which is good. Then when the push starts to come through the arch, you fall back, and it just allows you to keep up so much pressure while also being safe in this enclosed hallway that is impossible to attack for anyone wanting to kill you. Junkrat is amazing at holding down narrow corridors, and it just gives you the safety that you need to keep attacking with no fear of flankers. Right, the third and final spot for point A is just on this balcony here. While it may seem like a rather obvious location for Junkrat to be, I don't see enough people using it. Make sure to punch out these barricades before you do anything though. And then just stand back in the house, well away from any line of fire that may be coming your way. And just go. Just go. No explanation needed. This one's really simple. The only weakness is that if you get caught off guard and you don't see anyone coming up behind you, that is going to ruin your day. So make sure to throw a steel trap down here, and you can keep an eye and make sure when it's destroyed. That's going to give you the freedom to come through here and back into your team's territory where it's not really safe for a flanker to follow you, especially given the narrow corridor. Right, so Glyte, they've just captured the point. What am I going to do now? Fear not. This tower here is fantastic for Junkrat to stand on, because by this point you should have, if not already, your ultimate nearly charged. And given that you can spam down here and be very unattackable given the quite high terrain and difficulty to get up here and easily chokeable entrance, when you play your ult, that is going to catch them right off guard. That's going to be down on the heads, and they're all gone. This is play of the game material right here. Again, there's not really a lot to say. I mean, some of these points are more complicated than others, but this is one of the more simple ones. Right, cheers. See you at the next point. So, while from a lore perspective, I have no idea why these wooden platforms are here, they do tend to make a terribly good cover from other projectile heroes, such as Farah or other Junkrats. Now, you can keep up the pressure as the payload gradually comes around the corner and hopefully deal a good amount of damage. If you feel like they're not expecting it, you can push down here and attack from the lower ground, which is very strong for Junkrat. Now, although this is slightly risky, as you have a risk of being booped off by a Lucio or something coming around here. Now, the great thing about standing here is that when you're low HP from engaging, you can afford to be a little bit more risky, as you can just come around here and heal yourself right up and come back out and be ready to fight again. Glorious, isn't it? Who doesn't love having 400 HP? Fantastic. So, once the attackers make it through the big door, it's nigh on impossible to stop them coming down here and around this bend. When they finally come to make this turn here to the final stretch, this is where you need to lock them down. So my favourite place is also the most obvious space. You stand right down here, call yourself a king, and just damage, damage, damage. That's all you need to do. You don't need to be in line of sight. You don't need to know what's going on. This is a fantastic place. You've got the high ground, and it's exactly where the enemy heroes are going to be. Another prime real estate spot is up here, where you can sit on the chair and be merry. But also, so long as you punch out these barricades first, you can also get a good attacking angle from up here, which people don't expect because they're not used to this map yet. I expect that perhaps it will become less useful in time once people are familiar with most of the spots on their flanks. Anyway, this is just about all we've got time for today. So if you like this video, drop it a like. If you hated it and think I should die, drop it a dislike. But if you really loved it, make sure to subscribe. Anyway, this has been me, and I'm out. Thanks, guys.